What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades, and welcome back to the channel. Well, here we are. It's finally FOMC day. Let's review the markets before the long-awaited rates decision. But before we start, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a breakdown. Now, most of the crypto assets as well as stocks were in the red yesterday, you guys. In fact, 70% of the TradFi assets were down yesterday. I think all of this is like a mix of raising Middle East tensions and fear over the Fed, what the Fed might do next with interest rates. I think that's what is shaking the markets right now. But also, President Trump didn't miss a beat. He made headlines once again, calling for Iran's unconditional surrender, which spooked the markets with fears of more U.S. involvement in the overseas conflict. Now, you know what happens when all of these tensions kind of raise? Oil prices also raise, right? And that is a sign of like inflation. So when inflation is high, the Fed tends to raise interest rates to slow things down. But if rates stay too high in general, that can cause what? A recession. So basically that's the dilemma, right? Does he fight inflation harder or protect the economy from slowing down too much? What is he going to do? What else do we have today? We have unemployment claims that came in less than expected. But if you really look at the number, it was just like 1,000 less than what was projected. So, but still, right? Fewer people filing for unemployment, which suggests that the market is still strong, that the job market is still strong. Now, while that's generally a good sign for the economy, it also means that the Feds might see less urgency to cut rates right now. So in general, what is the Fed looking for, right? He's been looking for signs that the economy is cooling, especially in jobs and inflation, before making any moves. Now, if the labor market stays tight with low jobless claims and solid hiring, the Fed may worry that inflation could stay sticky. Now, this could lead him to do what? Well, delay rate cuts further down into the year, and even consider holding rates higher for longer, depending on how inflation data is going to play out in the upcoming months, you guys. So what else do we have today? We have 2 p.m. Eastern time. The Fed rate decisions, obviously, they're going to be released at 2. And then 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, we have Powell press conference where everyone in the markets will be listening super closely for what are the future moves. Now, in terms of right now, what is the market expecting? Well, we have only one interest rate cut this year, maybe in September, right? That is what the market is really expecting. And on top of that, there is like 40% chance of a second rate cut by December. So that's what we have as information today. We're gonna see further on later down. Maybe we can have a live session on Discord. If you guys haven't joined Discord, that's what we tend to do when we have a press conference. And today is, tier 1. By the way, tier 1 also, if any of you guys just like me are trading funded challenges and stuff like that, don't forget that we have a tier 1 news event today. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as tier 1 news event. Be careful if you're trading funded accounts today, right? I had a really good gold trade today, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But yeah, I want you guys to be mindful of the news, right? That's why it's very important to know the impact that the news might have. So yeah, that's it in terms of everything. In terms of the news, let's see who is in the chat. We have Dennis, he's like regular now. Diamond Eyes is our absolute OG. Cloud Chaser OG. Fountain of Youth OG. Wolfie Whistle is a new guy. I want everyone, when we have like a new person here, I want you guys to be very like friendly and welcome them because yeah, we're super cool, honestly. So Miro is also here that I haven't seen. Gogo just joined Discord recently. Bobby's here. Mark Bass, of course. Did I miss anyone? I don't see Sugar Cookie. Tetsuko is here as well. Cloud Chaser. I don't know. Did I say everyone? If I didn't mention anyone, let me know in the chat. Samir J, hello. How are you guys doing? Samir, how's the sun today? And by that, I mean his actual sun, not the sun that's shining bright on top of us. All right, moving on, sharing screen. Cool, you guys restart the chat, please, so I can see what everyone is saying. Sugar cookie, yay! Anas is also here. Okay, guys, I'm glad you're here today because it's an important day, right? We need to review everything before we get the news and, you know, make some plans and stuff like that. See what's gonna work best for us today while I'm moving the screens here a little bit. Busy working and sweating. Yes, my SL hit today, Anas. What were you trading today, Anas? No, so basically, yeah, gold for me was very clean today. There's nothing really much to say. I bought from the 0.236, sold when I needed to sell, and that's it, right? I made a bank today, so I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, of course, everything is posted on Discord. You guys, if you haven't joined Discord, I'm encouraging you, join Discord because I'm going to lock it under a fee. And I said that many times. I'm going to do that very, very soon. And this is literally your last chance to get on Discord for free, right? Because then it's going to be under a fee. Yes, Sugar Cookie. Like the video, you guys. Yeah, of course, it helps a lot. All right, cool. So yeah, gold is in a range like I'm expecting for gold. We're starting with gold because gold is important. Obviously, it's gonna make some moves. We want to see when and how this range is going to be exited. And as per my plan, I am expecting whatever exit we make of that range to be manipulation. You guys know that. You guys know how I view the markets, etc. Now, of course, first of all, we're gonna look at Bitcoin and see what's happening. Yes, unfortunately, you know, since yesterday, nothing happened. Why? Because what I said to you guys yesterday is that I'm expecting for a range to be formed. And here is the range pretty much that we're seeing right now. So everything is working as per plan, right? We open the week, we have a move down, which is clearly a reversal. So from here, we expect range and the next move I'm expecting to be manipulation, right? Now, in an ideal case scenario here, what I would want to see, like this is just going to be an ideal case scenario, is if we drop down and take the first liquidity, right? You guys know how I trade. These are my indicators, custom made. They show you the liquidity, they show you the resistance, they show you the support, and much more, right? There is even a strategy there that I've ingrained into one of the indicators. So, okay. Gabi, какво мислиш за SOT report? Can you be a little bit more clear? And then maybe I can tell you what I think about it. So, okay, basically we have double liquidity. Sugar Cookie knows what that means. Everyone that's been watching me for months now, they very much know what that means. We're expecting for both sides to be swept, because that's how this stuff works. So basically, yeah, ideal case scenario, we take down the liquidity and then we go for the upper liquidity, right? Again, we really much pretty like strongly want to see the 100k level holds to hold, because if we lose the 100k level, then that might signal a little bit more further downside. We'll see how that goes. Thankfully, with the help of my indicators, we have the support and resistance right here on a 12-hour time frame, which is pretty strong, right? We have 99,400, 98,800 approximately, which is a pretty cool. Hi, Shyam. All right, so okay, cool. Then yeah, that's pretty much for Bitcoin. And another thing that I want you guys to, you know, everyone, in my opinion, together with me, we need to keep a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Now, why is Bitcoin dominance important? Well, we need to understand what's going to happen right now with today's news. What I'm expecting to see is some sort of reaction also on the Bitcoin dominance, right? So essentially, we really want to see Bitcoin dominance dropping overall, right? So we don't know today whether Bitcoin is going to drop, right? And then Bitcoin dominance is going to increase. This is the thing, like we have few scenarios, right? Bitcoin price drops, Bitcoin dominance drops, okay, fine. But if we have Bitcoin dropping and then Bitcoin dominance increasing, well, that's going to be a little bit of a red flag in my opinion, which is something that I really don't want to see. And if Bitcoin comes high and then Bitcoin, if Bitcoin price is rising, I think we're chilling. But yeah, we need to watch out how Bitcoin dominance reacts into this whole mess. And you guys know where we're standing on a lower time frame. We are in this very weird little tiny range over here. That is pretty much reversing, right? So I don't even know if we can consider that as a range anymore, because yes, we have the liquidity down here, so that's really good, and that's on a daily time frame, so it's very strong. So we know that Bitcoin dominance should at some point make that move and come down to the 62 because it has liquidity to sweep. Okay, so no, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hi, Cryptocello. Yeah, no, I don't use COT reports. So yeah, that's the thing. And basically this triangular formation is also helping me understand that price could reject in this area upper here. Hi, Kun. Hello, Peter. Double Aron. Hi from Australia. Yes, we have lots of Australians in our community. So yeah, the triangular formation, you guys, as per my indicators and as per what we're trading, we know that it's also giving a potential reversal signal, right? Like this could be sort of considered in a way, not as a single confluence, but it could be considered as a rejection area to chase the liquidity down here. Now, if all this works in the way that we're expecting it to work, happy days, right? Happy days. Good. Now let's have a look at ETH. I haven't seen ETH today. Well, I think, all right, so ETH was probably like potentially the first one to give sort of like, a bit more positive signal, because you know that we came from the 0.5, right? We know how we work with our strategy and our indicators and stuff like that. We don't like coming from the 0.5 because that signals that we need to exit the range to the downside. So, even because this is always a buy zone, right? 0.236. Now, coming from the 0.5, I'm not confident in positioning myself on here, but it might as well just pump from here. I'm telling you guys, like, this is always a chance, right? This is always a chance. Yes, you guys, like the video and subscribe. Yes, Gabby, fire. Peter is saying Ogan, which means fire in English. Translation for you guys. Yeah, I've been translating here from like multiple languages. It's actually pretty sick. I'm quite cultured. I'm super proud of that. Anyway, so that's ETH. I feel ETH more strong. I hope it gets stronger. Yeah, like it's a massive possibility that that it could do that. But having the liquidity on Bitcoin that we just saw, it's just like, hey, what are we gonna do? Like, is ETH BTC going to hold the show? Or if we get a drop here, is Ethereum going to clear that low as per what we expect, right? Because we expect that from the 0.5 price needs to clear the 0. So are we gonna see that? This is the question, right? And everyone, using that strategy could be like super brave and be like, yo, we're at 0.236, that's a buy, end of story. So it could be a missed opportunity for me. Like, I cannot tell you. Anyway, but looking at Solana for further validation of this whole thing. Now, the range on Sol is pretty much telling me, okay, bearish, rejection 0.786, fine, very clear that it's a sell zone. And then take profit 0.5, take profit to 0.236, where there is a buy from here, right? Stop loss always below. So it's like, okay, so even if you're taking a buy from here, 0.5 is the first take profit. So that's cleared, right? And then price is rejecting from the 0.5, same thing as ETH. So you're expecting price to drop below. Now, I don't want to see like very deep drops, right? Because that means that there is going to be further downside. So this is what I don't want to see for now. I want to see a drop, but I don't want to see a substantial drop. So that's why I'm looking for Sol to hold the $140 area, between 130, 140 area. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for, you guys. Can you have a look at what was that? Bitcoin Cash? You know, I haven't looked at alts because that much, to be honest, because there is still liquidity to be cleared, pretty much same as Solana. So you know, all right, let's have a look, you guys. Dottie, if Dottie is giving me, okay, if Dottie is giving me a signal to look at this one, he probably knows that we have this liquidity here at 377 on a 12-hour time frame, which is relatively high, which is what we don't want to see. So let's get rid of this for a moment, you guys, and we shall have a look on the weekly. Okay, so weekly, you know, if you have the indicators for a weekly, like, you're good, right? Because you know that weekly time frame is super high time frame. So when you have liquidity cleared on a higher time frame, you know that reversal is most likely to take a place. So this is exactly what we're observing over here. This is a weekly time frame, you guys. Honestly, I don't know how much more I need to convince you. Go get the indicators, because I don't care. Even if you have your own edge, if you have your own strategy, these are indicators that are not lagging. These are indicators that are showing you the price with history, right? It's giving you support, it's giving you resistance, it's giving you current liquidity. If you use anything else, whatever, like for example, imagine you're using what is it, you guys? EMAs, right? You're using estimated moving averages, simple moving averages, RSI, blah blah blah, whatever. All these stuff are lagging indicators. This is my problem with all these stuff. Not that I don't peek sometimes to see what's happening, but what's most important is, and sometimes I even have the volume profile open. I like to see the volume profile as well, because it's important to see where the price is condensing, like where is the most traded volume at. Like that is what I want to see. All right. So yeah, all right, let's have a look higher time frame. I don't know, it's very unlikely that we're gonna see liquidity on higher time frame, but I think one or two like alts had higher time frame liquidity. Hold on, Dodi. All right, cool. So very tricky down here, uncleared liquidity all the way down here, but that's probably going to be left for later. I really hope so. I really hope so. 12-hour time frame. Yeah, this is the first thing that's coming to my attention. But considering in the history before we had liquidity left down here, you know, I'm willing to assume that this asset might be acting like that. Of course, everything is super discretional. Like to see the VWAP. All right, VWAP. I do have VWAP, but I don't have like an anchored. I do, obviously I have trading view, so I should have anchored VWAP, but I use the VWAP on a lower time frame, right? I prefer to use the VWAP on a lower time frame. Yeah, so we're trading below right now, and even on a 1-hour time frame, it seems that we still need to clear something down here at 456. Yeah, I mean, so even on a 1-hour time frame, the first support you're getting is over here, right? This is sort of like your first support over here. You guys, 446. Let's move on a 4-hour time frame. Well, no wonder, you know, and Dottie trades in a similar way like that, you guys. By the way, everyone, all of these people are on Discord, and you guys should join, because all of these people have different strategies, and it's so like helpful to learn from all of them. So in terms of Dottie sort of way of trading, I know that he does breakouts and stuff like that. So here is the breakout. I'm not sure how he blocks exactly the breakouts. but that's pretty much it. And then you have the first buy zone at around 441. So remember, these zones, they can be wicked. So yeah, potentially you're looking into something like that, but you would consider that as a manipulation move. Hopefully, if everything goes good, all right, if everything goes well, that will be your manipulation move, and then send it. All right, are we gonna see altcoin season, you guys? Honestly, I'm really positive that we're gonna see altcoin season in the summer. If we're gonna see any altcoin season at all, Powell, please give us strength. And then if he wants to cut rates in September, that's perfect, right? September, December, because that's exactly when I'm expecting for the last leg up to happen on Bitcoin. Yes, Trader Eddie, she hasn't been here for a while. I know, you guys. I get quite worried when people just start disappearing on Discord for like weeks. You guys, who was that guy who we were super worried about? I even forgot his at on Discord. L something. What was his at? Someone wanted me to legit. Yeah, legit. What happened to legit? Honestly, like, I'm super worried. Is that guy all right? Like, he was so active and like he would never leave for no reason. Anna suggested that I look at some asset. Can you repeat that? Sui chart, please. Okay, fine. No, wait. I should have Sui around here. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry, guys. It happens. Sui. One sec. We're opening Sui right now. Okay. I'm bored. I can't find it. I have so many. Here. Oh my god. All right, Sui. Well, well, the good thing about Sui is that, you know, a higher time frame bullish leg. Actually, let's get rid of the VWAP for a little bit. Bullish leg, higher time frame, 12-hour, right? Even though we're coming from down, this is still bullish. So 12-hour is enough for me to determine. Now, we are sort of losing the 0.5 at the moment, and we're at a first support right now. So we're playing around the first support over here. So if that's the case, now I have a feeling that price wants to start feeling what? Imbalances. So let's have a look at the imbalances over here. Let's have a look. Okay, well, that's also interesting. Cool. So we're currently trading into a 12-hour bullish fair value gap, which price is trying to protect very, very strong right now. So obviously today we have news. So it could be really a case of I'm just going to hold this and that's it. We're sending it from here. And if that's not the case, then I'm going to be looking for Sui to drop a little bit further down within this imbalance. Let's have a look on a daily. There should be an imbalance on the daily. All right, so yeah, as well, mitigating a daily imbalance. So, you know, it's still going to... Gold is dumping. Oh, that's fine. I'm not in a position anymore, so that's cool. So basically, the thing is, even if we lose the 0.5 coming all the way from up, that is fine, right? As long as we don't dip our toes into the 2.351 on Sui, that means that we're gonna go above $4.3 according to the strategy, right? So we have all the space here to play around. Let's have a look how much actually that is. So around 15%, right? That's a lot. That's a lot. So just correlate with everything else. I'll just correlate with everything else. And Sui needs to find support somewhere here, whether it's right now, whether it's, you know, somewhere within that daily bullish fair value gap, but it needs to find support here. And when it does, we know for sure now that we're confident in the $4.3 being breached. All right. Simple stuff, you guys. We don't teach anything hardcore here. Something that you can use every single day and have confidence in your stuff. All right, let's go look at the traditional assets. People are giving me signals. That's on a daily. Okay, oil is dumping. That is not bad. All right, we're currently trading at 71, almost $72 per barrel. That is okay. So yeah, you know, you guys, I have marked $70.93. If we start breaking $74.93 and we don't reject, this is going to be worrying for me. Looking at gold, let's actually get rid of the my trading stuff. Where is it? Executions here. Okay, that's fine. So that doesn't bother us. Well, yeah, gold is dumping because it needed to take this liquidity down here. I saw that actually earlier. So we had this at the 0.236, which probably would have not been a bad idea for me to take a buy on here. But anyway, these were the targets today, right? So I bought here with the idea to take this high. That's now executed, and of course, once the high is taken, price goes down, creates new liquidity, swipes the liquidity, and this could have been a quick $300 for me, but that's, you know, whatever. Market just opened not long ago, so this is normal. We still have more liquidity to take here, which is good. 3-minute time frame. Okay, this is also not very great. We have also the small liquidity down here. So this is all, gold is pretty much in the range right now. This is what I love. I love trading ranges. It just gives me such a buzz to see how the strategy works over and over and over and over again. Just made money on the last drop ranging. Well done, Makaye. Well done. So yeah, I would have been pretty much long here if I was looking at the charts right now, but I wasn't. I was busy with Sui. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look at whoa, Nasdaq. Nasdaq had a pretty good start of the day, it seems. Pretty good start of the day. Nasdaq, not bad. Good job. S&P 500. Any divergences here? I don't see anything. Everything is moving by plan. So that's good. Let's quickly go back and review what Bitcoin is doing. It's also pumping. Unfortunately, you guys, we know that Bitcoin pumping at market open is not a good idea. Or at least it has been recently a sell signal for some reason. Cannot tell you why. But to be fair, a lot of people are trading even the traditional markets like that, right? They're considering the first move soon as New York open as a fake move. Trump in a full mood to start. Oh my God, I don't even want to say it. Let's not manifest it, you guys. It's actually crazy. I was looking at Instagram yesterday, and they make so many videos about these conflicts and everything. So I was like, they were comparing how much military assets Iran has and how much Israel has. And yeah, they're pretty damn close. But apparently, like, apparently Israel has like nukes and Iran doesn't. So mostly fake. Yeah, for sure. For sure. News will be news. You know, they have to be with a good source always. Look at that. Let's go, New York. Some resistance here on a 15-minute time frame, supported before. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. If Jamie's here, she's gonna judge me. Are you trading, Gabby? Are you trading on the 1 minute time frame? Yes, I do. I do it sometimes, you guys. Yeah. The market is fractal, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if you see a setup on any time frame, you just go for it. Like, The market is fractal. Everything should be working on any time frame. All right, so let's observe here if we're gonna get a rejection over here. By the way, where are we in terms of Asia high and Asia low? Okay, right. So we had just swept the Asia high second time. All right, so that was clearly an inducement buy. Okay, and market came down to this supply zone over here, and it's pumping now with market open. Is it due to the jobs reports? Like, honestly, does 1,000 less unemployed people makes a difference? I don't know. I don't understand. I cannot tell you. You guys like the video, please, if you haven't, because it really means a lot to the channel. We have 41 people live as far as I can see, maybe less, maybe more. Sometimes the streaming thing doesn't work, but make sure you hit the like because it really helps with the algorithm to find us so we can grow our community and get the best of everything we can. Right, we did last week, was it last week or the week before, we had the trading competition finalized, and then we had 3 of our members winning $100 each. On hourly, is it a good idea to trade break of short-term trend line? I see, I'm not here to give you advice on trades. That's something that you should solely be involved in doing. So I'm not really great with drawing trend lines, mate, but I'm gonna try and help you out here with drawing a trend line so I understand what you're saying. 2025 brings so many black swans events. It's gonna be a long summer, especially in financial sector, stock, crypto, everything is struggling. 100%, Anas. I agree 1000%, because the money, where's the money flow? What's happening? All right, is this a trend line? Trend line, people, help me, please. Is this a trend line, or do we draw it on the bodies? Like, what's the game around here? I know that a trend line, to be a trend line, it needs to have like at least like few touches, right? So is it something like this? And then is it something like this? Oh yeah, for sure, it's that. So like pretty much now breakout traders will be 617. Yeah, yeah, so probably that. So if this is a break, maybe people are getting too excited right now to enter longs, but me myself, I'm not very excited because we have a lot of data to come in. And as far as I'm concerned, we're still maintaining the range. So any move outside of this range, I'm planning to consider as a fake move. Move back further. Yeah, 617. I think he means 17th of June. 17th of June. 109 to now. 109. Yeah. Okay, I get it, mate. I get it. You mean this trend line, right? That's a trend line down here. Okay, so that's a trend line and that's a breakout. Okay, well, yeah, double around. I see what you mean. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that some breakout traders are right now, yo, this is a breakout, I need to enter long. But for me, unfortunately, I'm looking at different things, and yeah, I need to see this range exited from, and currently price is still in the range, right? This little tiny box here, let's box it. Wow, that's a bit of a bright box. But yeah, this for me needs to be exited at some point. No, I don't want to draw it again. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at, and currently price is within. And what could happen, in my opinion, is that this could be a simple manipulation over here, and price could just, like, you know, drop down again. So Samir J is laughing. Let's see what Bitcoin dominance is doing. Dropping with market open. Some liquidity on a lower time frame. That's 10 minutes. Not very strong, but 15 minute is also there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see what the 1 hourly is looking like. All right. So yeah, you guys, well, that's it for today. We're gonna keep monitoring these things. If you haven't joined Discord, make sure you join, because I'm gonna lock it under a fee. Like I said to you guys, this could have been such a beautiful buy. Once again, why not? And when I closed the position, I said to myself, if it comes back, I'm buying again. But unfortunately, we were looking at Sui. Oh well, life is life. Hey, it is what it is. That's with trading. We were talking. Dottie was like, today he was stressing out because he missed like a 2x on a trade. No, sorry, it was 20x. I can't believe these things still exist. So I'm gonna dip my toes into some memes. Lately, I've been thinking about it, and because it seems like that's where the money is flowing, and I want to follow the money. Don't blame me for that. Thank you, Eddie. Do you still believe in a new all-time high for BTC? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But we need to understand when it's going to happen. It's all time-based, right? Price moves. It's time-based, you guys. This is one thing that I want you to understand. And we know, we spoke about it, right? When the financial year is opening, how did it open with a complete reversal? So the following quarter from here, it should be a ranging quarter. That would only make sense, right? That's what I think. All right, then. Well, so happy to see you here, guys. I'll see you as well tomorrow if you're not on Discord, and we might watch Powell live later on, maybe play some games. Okay, see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.